Hi, I'm Susie from Women's Fight News, and I'm here with Mikaela Mayer. So thank you very much for speaking to me, Mikaela.
No problem.
So we're here for the sort of the fun bit of the weigh-ins, because there was official weigh-ins earlier, and also the crowd are going to be here. Were you there earlier for the official weigh-in?
No, I wasn't, but I love the idea of having the weigh-in early and then doing this for the fans later on. I think that's great.
Because it's the fun bit and the head-to-head and get the crowd going.
You know, you're more fueled up, maybe a little bit more excitement going on, a little more energy to get in their face, so it's probably better.
And how are you finding the UK so far?
I'm having a great time. Everyone's been super welcoming. I love the energy. I keep saying this, but the fans here in the UK, they go a little harder for boxing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different. So, it's great. You know, Top Rank sent me over here. We're partnered with Sky Sports now, so just to do some media and obviously commentate the fights this weekend. But, you know, I feel like I'm going to be fighting over here very soon, so I wanted to kind of show face and reel in some fans.
Yeah, definitely. And I've got a comment on your outfit, because you've already mentioned it on social media. So which Spice Girl are you today?
Baby Spice up.
And you were Scary Spice yesterday?
Baby. Yeah, I was Scary Spice. We went to the gym in Cardiff yesterday to meet with the kids, and obviously I was Sporty Spice. I asked the kids, I'm like, whoever knows what Spice Girl I am gets the first t-shirt, and like this 5-year-old little boy goes, Sporty Spice. He was the only one that knew. It was so awesome. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be Ginger.
Because how old must you be when the Spice Girls were out? Were you a big fan, when you were younger?
They were in the 90s. So I was born in 1990, and I know they were popular in the 90s. I don't know, I must have been like 7, 8.
Yeah.
But they were my first concert ever at the Forum in LA. I think I was like 10.
Yeah.
So they'll always have a special place in my heart.
Because I was trying to think back to my own childhood then, because when you mentioned it, I was thinking, oh God, yeah, because I went to I remember going to the cinema to watch their movie.
Yeah, no, I'm still a Spice Girls fan. When I have all my friends over, it's like, hey, put on the Spice Girls. Britney Spears. I haven't grown up.
I'm going to have to ask you, British accent.
Do you like it?
It's brilliant. I love your videos.
I'm really bad. I told anyone, if I say any of your guys' words, like if I use massive on the broadcast this weekend, I'm just going to move here, because then you know I've really gone over.
Have you tried the Welsh?
No.
Oh, we're going to have to have a look, because I'm not Welsh myself. I live here, but I'm not Welsh. But
I feel like the Welsh sounds a little more Irish to me.
It's kind of like sing-songy, because they always say that from Wales that you got the singers.
Oh.
So it's kind of sing-songy.
I'll have to practice.
You have to practice, and then while you're in Wales.
Yeah.
But I won't even attempt it myself, because I'm just going to butcher it.
Okay, no.
So you were saying about how you're hoping to fight here soon. You've said on social media your ideal plan in an ideal world would be Alicia Baumgardner, and then was it Delphine Pursoon you were thinking?
Well, yeah, because I want to go undisputed, but then I don't want to vacate the belts right away. I mean, I don't know what I would have to do, what they would require me to do, but I know that I want to move up and challenge myself against other girls at 135, maybe 140. I mean, I've been at 130 a really long time, and I don't think I need to stay here forever. I want to go challenge myself against the other top girls. So I would like to go undisputed, winner of Baumgardner and Choi, and then obviously defend my belts at least once. And someone like Delphine Pursoon would be great. I know she's a top girl at that division. But I don't know. You have to see. I always have these plans, and then they always get diverted somehow.
I have to say, you even saying Delphine Pursoon is quite impressive, because everyone else is just like, oh, who? Avoid?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted the big fights. I want to fight the top girls, and I think I can beat Delphine Pursoon. And I want the winner of Serrano Taylor too.
Yeah.
So, solidifying myself against someone like Pursoon can help me get that fight.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to do it out of Serrano and Taylor? Who do you think you might be facing?
I have been saying this, and I'm in the white corner. I'm in the neutral corner for this fight. I have respect for both of them. They've both done so much for the sport. They're both very accomplished, very skilled. But it's funny because they both come from such different backgrounds, right? You have Katie Taylor in the Olympics and the amateur pedigree, and Serrano, who has 40-something pro fights, which is very rare, but you have a couple of women who have that kind of record, and very sound pro style. So it's just going to be who has a better game plan, who's able to stay disciplined through those 10 rounds and adjust and keep their composure. And I don't know, man, I'm excited. I don't know, and I'm not even going to try and pick a winner. I just want to see it play out.
I think that's what makes it so exciting, that people just don't know.
Mm-hmm. And Katie Taylor has a lot of fight in her, and she knows how to win. And Serrano, she has power and she knows how to win also, but she also has that that sound pro style. And I always say a top amateur can beat a sound pro for the first half, or the first few rounds, right? So you might see something like Katie Taylor wins the first half of the fight, and then here comes Serrano with her discipline and her pro technique and her experience, and she takes over the fight the second half. I don't know. That's kind of think how I want to see it, but I don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, who knows? And obviously with Serrano's power, who knows with that as well, because has Katie Taylor fought anyone quite like Amanda Serrano,
Yeah, she could catch a solid shot as well. I mean, I don't know. She has to get in on Katie Taylor too, and Katie Taylor's good at throwing punches and continuing to, she's like Energizer Bunny, right? So I don't know. I really just don't know.
And I have to congratulate you on your last fight against Mikaela. I mean, what a fight. It was just epic. And I think obviously everyone knew how talented you were before, and you proved a lot before.
Not
but
everyone.
That fight...
Not everyone. But I think that fight proved a lot to a lot of people,
I was gonna say, you won everyone over. It was just so impressive, the fact how you took her on. Didn't get overwhelmed, considering how full on she was, and it proved you can take a hit as well. So you've got a strong chin, so you could go in against anyone.
Yeah. So I knew, me and Coach Al knew that fight was going to go there. We did, and because we studied her, and it wasn't that she had that one punch knockout power. It was more that she just overwhelmed her opponents.
Yeah.
And I have amateur pedigree. I've gone up against a lot of different styles, and so I could see her and be like, okay, I know how this is going to be. I can remember my experience in the past and be like, oh, I fought someone like that, blah, blah, blah. I knew how it was going to be. And after that first round, when I didn't feel, I knew I could handle her power. It wasn't something I was like, oh shit, better stay back. I was like, I'm going to bang it out with her then, because I didn't want to be like all of her other opponents who try and keep her out, and next thing you know, they're up against the ropes, caught at the end of her punches. Yeah. And I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to look like I was retreating. So the best use of my energy was to sit there, relax, and I was relaxed because we trained that way. We trained in the pocket, in the training camp. He had, guys on top of me, ripping my body left and right, fresh guys. So I was ready for that, and we trained perfectly. Yeah,
you could see it. You just went all out war for all those 10 rounds. Yeah. And I definitely scored it so wide for you. It was hard to score it by because it was just so action-packed. But, you clearly won. It was
yeah, honestly, I know some people were iffy about the scores. I didn't even think twice after the fight. I knew I won. And I felt after every round that I edged it. She has a high punch count, and we didn't plan on matching her punches. I know I wasn't going to punch as much as her, but I knew that my punches are more solid and more effective. And so I felt very, very confident that I won the fight clearly.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. And talking about fights this weekend with Claressa, how do you see that fight going?
I obviously see Claressa winning. I know that Kozin's 21-0, but I don't think she has the experience that Claressa has had. Doesn't have the speed, the punch count, the slickness, the dog. I think that she knows this is going to be the biggest fight of her life. Yeah. Kozin, not Claressa, but Kozin, and so she's going to come hard and give it her all. This is the chance of a lifetime for her, but definitely I'm going to put my money on Claressa.
Yeah. Do you see her stopping her?
Yeah, no, she can. She said she's been working her body shots in the gym hard, and that she's really, really looking at that. I'm like, good, because some people, Kozin and girls like Hamadouche, they can take shots to the head all day. Yeah. You gotta dig to the body. So if she does stop her, I do think it'll be from a body shot. I know that's what she's looking for. Don't say anything. We're on TV.
Brilliant. Well, it's been lovely to speak to you.
You too, as well. Good to meet you.
And practice that Welsh accent.
All right, I'm gonna go Google. Get on Google.
Thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and why not check out any other videos on the channel. You can follow Women's Fight News on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.